Hey guys, in this video we will be making an easy bulky shoulder bag. This bag can be made with a number 5 bulky weight yarn or a number 6 super bulky weight yarn, and you will want to use a full millimeter hook size bigger than what is recommended for the yarn that you are using. In this tutorial I will be using a number 6 super bulky weight yarn with a recommended hook size of 9 millimeters. Therefore, I will be using a 10 millimeter hook. To get started with this, we are going to start with a magic circle, and then we are going to chain 3 off of the magic circle, and this beginning chain 3 does count as our first double crochet. So then we are going to go on to work 15 more double crochets around our magic circle for a total of 16 double crochets all around the magic circle. If you need to see how to start working a magic circle or anything else in this video, I will put links for those in the description box below. When you have all 16 double crochets around your magic circle, including the beginning chain 3, we will then pull our magic circle closed, and then we are going to slip stitch into the third chain of the beginning 3 from the beginning of this round, and that is the end of round 1. For the next round, round 2, we are again going to start off with a chain of 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then we are going to double crochet into the same first stitch again for 2 double crochets in that first stitch, and then we are going to go on to work 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. So again, work 2 double crochets in this next stitch, and 2 double crochets into each stitch all the way around. When you get all the way around that round, round 2, you should have 32 double crochets, and then we are going to slip stitch into the third chain of the beginning 3 from the beginning of this round. And again, that is the end of round 2. For the next round, round 3, we are going to start off with a chain of 2, which does not count as a stitch, and then we are going to double crochet 1 time in the same first stitch, and then we are going to work 4 double crochets into this next stitch. So we are now turning our circle into a square, and these 4 stitches will be the first corner. So again, work 4 double crochets all into this same stitch. We are then going to go on to work 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then work 1 half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So that's 1 half double crochet, and again work 1 half double crochet for 5 stitches. When you have those 5 half double crochets, we will then double crochet into the next stitch, and then work 4 double crochets into the next. So again, this is a corner, and it is the second corner that we have made so far, with 4 double crochets all into this same stitch. We are now going to go on to repeat this until we have worked the last corner. So again, work 1 double crochet in the next stitch, then 1 half double crochet for the next 5 stitches, and then you will work 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 4 double crochets into the next, and repeat that until you have worked the fourth corner. When you have worked your fourth corner, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches left. So we will then work the 1 double crochet in the next stitch after the corner, and then finish off this round with 1 half double crochet in the last 5 stitches, which will then bring us to the 1 double crochet that we started this round with. So we are going to skip over the chain 2 and slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet of this round to finish off this round, which is round 3. At the end of round 3, you should have 24 double crochets and 20 half double crochets for this round. For round 4, we are again going to start with a chain of 2, which does not count as a stitch, and then we are going to double crochet into this same first stitch, and then double crochet into the next stitch 1 time, and then the next stitch we are going to work 1 double crochet and 1 triple crochet, both in this same stitch, which is the first middle stitch of the corner, and then the next stitch, the second middle stitch, we are going to start with a triple crochet and then work 1 double crochet into this stitch also. We are then going to go on to work 1 double crochet in the next 9 stitches. When you have worked those 9 individual double crochets, we are then to the middle 2 stitches of the corner again. So we again are going to work 1 double crochet in this stitch and a triple crochet in this stitch also. And then we are going to do the opposite in the next stitch by starting with a triple crochet and then working a double crochet into this same stitch also. And then we are going to go on to work 1 double crochet in the next 9 stitches, and we are going to repeat that all the way around this round until you have worked your last corner. When you have worked the fourth corner of the fourth round, you may notice that your work is trying to do a little bit of funny stuff. So all you need to do is stretch out the triple crochets in the corner a little bit, and it will make it so your work sits flat, just like that. So again, when you have worked the fourth corner, you will be left with 8 stitches, and we are going to work 1 double crochet in each of those last stitches, and then we are going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet of this round. When you have finished off round 4, you should have 44 double crochets and 8 triple crochets for this round. For round 5, which is the last round of the actual square, we are going to start with a chain of 2, which does not count as a stitch, and we are going to work a double crochet into the same first stitch, and then work 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches also, for 3 double crochets for this round so far. We are then going to go on to work 2 double crochets into this next stitch, and then work a triple crochet into this stitch also. And then we are going to do the opposite in the next stitch So work a triple crochet in this next stitch, and then work 2 double crochets into this stitch also. We are then going to go on to work 1 double crochet in the next 11 stitches. When you have worked those 11 individual double crochets, we are again at the corner, so we will work 2 double crochets into this next stitch, and then work a triple crochet in this stitch also. And for the next stitch, we will do the opposite. So we will start off with a triple crochet and then work 2 double crochets in this same stitch also. And then we will go on to work 1 double crochet in the next 11 stitches, and we will repeat this all the way around until you have worked the 4th corner. When you have worked the 4th corner on the 5th round, you will be left with 8 stitches. So we will go on to work 1 double crochet in these last 8 stitches, and then slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet of this round. When you have finished off round 5, again your work may be trying to do some wonky stuff, so just tug on the corners a little bit every which way, diagonally and across, and it should straighten your square out. Also, at the end of round 5, you should have 60 double crochets and 8 triple crochets for this round. The next round, round 6, is going to be the first round of the strap of our bag. So to do this, we are going to start with a chain of 1, which does not count as a stitch, and then we are going to work 1 single crochet into the back loop only of this same stitch. So again, 1 single crochet in the back loop only of this same stitch. And then we are going to work 1 single crochet into the back loop only of the next stitch, and each stitch all the way around the first 3 sides of our square. So we will work down this first side here, come down this second side, and down the third. And when you get down the third side and you get to the very middle stitch of the corner, you will want to stop there, and we will work the strap of our bag from here. So again, work 1 single crochet into each back loop only of each stitch until you come to the very corner of the third side of the square. When you have come to the very middle stitch of the third corner, you should have 1 single crochet in the back loop only all across half of the first side, which is the side that we started on, all across the second side, and all across the third side, and again ending in the very middle stitch of the corner of the third corner. So from this middle stitch of the third corner, which is the first triple crochet of the 2 of the corner, we are now going to go on to chain however many chains you would like until you reach the length for your strap of your bag that you would like. I am going to go on to work my chain to be 80 stitches long, which will put my bag at about waist length, and you can make your strap as long or as short as you would like. Just remember how many chains it is that you worked for your strap. When you have the amount of chains for your strap that you would like, We will then go on to skip the whole fourth side. So here is the third corner where we worked our chain off of. We are going to skip this whole fourth side, and we are going to come to this fourth corner, the very middle triple crochet stitch, and we are going to work a single crochet into the back loop only of that stitch. And then we are going to continue working one single crochet in each stitch in the back loop only of each stitch until we get back to the beginning single crochet of this round. When you get back to the beginning single crochet of the round, we will then slip stitch into that beginning single crochet, and that is the end of the first round for our strap. We are now going to go on to work one more round around this whole piece before finishing this off and making a second half for our bag. So for this second round, we are going to start with the chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we are going to work one single crochet into this same first stitch and work one single crochet into each stitch all the way around. So again, work one single crochet into each stitch all the way around, and that is including when you come to the chain for the strap. You will continue working one single crochet in each stitch all the way across it until you get to the other side, where you will continue working one single crochet in each stitch all the way until you get back to the beginning single crochet of this round. When you have made it all the way back to the beginning single crochet of that round, we will slip stitch into the top of that single crochet. And that is the end of the first half of this bag. So you will now want to finish this off and weave in the ends for this half. When you have this finished off and your ends weaved in, you will then want to go on to make a second half exactly this same way, making sure to make your strap the exact same length for the second half of your bag as you did for the first. When you have two of those made exactly the same way, we are then going to sew them together. So we are going to take both of them and have the faces of them facing each other. So we are looking at the wrong side of our work, and then we are going to sew them together. So I started here where the strap meets the body of the bag, and where that first stitch is on both panels, I tied those two stitches together. And then I am going to go on to sew these together by going through the same two stitches again from the front to the back. And I am going to hold this tail down as I go, and I am going to do that all the way around by going through the next stitch on the front and the back, from the front to the back, and continue doing that all the way around the body of the bag and the strap. So again, go on to continue doing this all the way around the bag until you get back to where you started. And you do not want to pull this too tight so that it does sit well when you turn it inside out and it doesn't have a crease where your seam is. When you make it back to where you started sewing your two halves together, I am going to just go through the two stitches that I started with again one more time and then finish this off. When you have finished that off with sewing the two halves together, you will then flip your work right side out, and we will work a border around the strap and the top of the bag to finish off this look and this seam here. So to do that, we are going to start off with a loop on our hook and our yarn, and we are going to simply slip stitch into a stitch on the top of the front of the bag. I attached my yarn somewhat close to where the strap is connected to the body of the bag, and that is so that I can use these ends to sew in this space and connect the strap to the body of the bag even better once this border is finished. So to work this border, we are going to start with a chain of 1, which does not count as a stitch, and then we are going to single crochet into this same first stitch. And then we are going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way across the top of the bag until we get to where the bag meets the strap. When you get to where the body of the bag meets the strap, you will have this stitch here that we worked our last single crochet in the back loop only, and then the first stitch for the strap. So what we are going to do is work these 2 stitches together in 1, 2 single crochet together. So we are going to start a single crochet in this stitch, leaving both loops on the hook, and then start a single crochet in the first stitch on the strap, leaving that loop on the hook also, and then bring all of those loops together. Then we are going to work 1 single crochet in the next stitch on the strap, and do that all the way across the strap until you get to the other side where the strap meets the other side of the body of the bag, and you will do this same thing. And then continue working 1 single crochet in each stitch until you get back to the beginning single crochet of this round. When you have worked that all the way around, across the top, around the strap, and then come back to the beginning single crochet of this round, we will then slip stitch into the top of that beginning single crochet and then finish this off. And what I was saying about using this tail to sew the strap of the bag to the body of the bag a little better is with this slight hole that is made here. On this side, it did happen with making this little hole here when working this 1, 2 single crochet together. And on this other side, it didn't really happen, but on this side it did. So I like to use this little tail to sew through these stitches and close up that hole just a little bit. So again, you will then finish this off and weave in your ends, and if you have any holes like this, you can go ahead and close them, and then you will want to do this exact same thing on the other side of the top of your bag and across the other side of your strap. And that's all there is to it. So I hope that was helpful and enjoyable for you. If it was, please hit that sub, like, and bell button and leave me a comment to tell me what you think. I hope that you guys go on to create many more amazing things. And until next time, guys, I'll see ya.